Alrighty, so this document here that you see is called our game plan checklist, and it's literally what it is. It's a game plan. So if you've never seen this document before, either you're not clicking around in the beginners bootcamp group, you should have gotten an email from your enroller. So if you do not have access to this sheet, you want to make sure you go to the beginners bootcamp group, look in the files tab, and this will be there, the game plan checklist. You do want to go ahead and print it. So go somewhere where you can get this printed, put it in a binder, in a folder or something, because it's literally your jumpstart. A lot of the questions that you may have probably will be answered through this checklist. So be proactive by going through this checklist and being aware of the resources that are there available to you. Another thing that I really love about this as well is all of you on here will get to the point where you're going to start to build your team. And so looking at this checklist gives you exactly what to talk about when someone new comes into your team. Of course, you'll have the newbie training to have us help you support in getting your new distributors going. But this here is an awesome resource. So make sure you print it. Make sure you print it and have it, because every single page has something that you need on there. So what I'll do tonight is there are some parts I will kind of skip over, because it's like if you read it, you get it, and I don't want to spend our time talking about things that you can just read and understand. So like this first part of the checklist literally just talks about your personal information. So having that all filled in. So one thing I do want to talk about, and this is going to be the first thing that I have you to write down, because this is so important when it comes to your business. And a lot of people don't think that it's important, but it's so important, right? It's your why, right? So what is that thing that's going to keep you like pushing at all times? What's that thing that's going to keep you from checking out, giving up, getting mad when someone tells you no? What's that in your life that's going to drive you to wake up every single day and go hard for your business, right? So what is that thing that's going to make you go hard every day? Here's the reality. Everybody on this Zoom, you look cute, Angel, you fine, girl, you're being cute. Everybody on this Zoom has something going on, right? And so sometimes the difference between a person who's successful and a person who's not successful, because they haven't connected why they need this business to be successful, right? So for instance, you go to work if you're sick, you go to work if your kid's sick, you go to work if it's a holiday. All of those things, you go to work because you've connected that paycheck to your bills. So you have to connect your business to something so that you can go hard every day. So we're going to do a little exercise here. So I need you guys to be active with me in this exercise, because I'm going to have you share this with your enroller. Okay. Be transparent and be real, right? And it's okay. You don't have to give like these politically correct answers. So here's the first thing. Your first promotion that you receive, make sure you guys mute your lines when you hop on. The promotion that you will have when you start this business. Hold on, let me get everybody muted. Okay. So the first promotion that you would have, and I like you guys to be able to connect the money that you can make in this business, right? Your first promotion would be executive. Okay. And one thing before you do this exercise, this is a great time not to pretend like you got it all together, right? This is the time to flush it all out, put it on this piece of paper, keep it real. And then when we look at these things, we say, okay, now I have a solution. I'm about to change the things on this paper. Right? So that's what being on this training is. It's like I'm about to actively be an active participant in changing some things about my life. Okay. So that first promotion would be executive, which is an average of $272 a month. It's an average. Some make more, some make less. So make sure you write this stuff down. That's what the first promotion would be. It would be executive. Okay. We're just going to go over the first 3 promotions. Okay. I'm going to stop at 3. Okay. Your second promotion would be Ruby. A Ruby averages about $4.99 a month. Some more, some less, but they average about $4.99 a month. Okay. And then your third promotion would be Emerald. Emeralds average $932 a month. And then that's where your $5,000 bonus is added into that. Okay. Now, if you had an extra $272 coming in every month, what do you need to do with that money? Where's it going? Why do you need it? Like, why do you need this extra $272 coming into your house? And don't be afraid to write the real things down. It could be like, man, I barely paid my car note last month. Or this is all I have. Or I can't even tell my daughter yes to a dance class she wants to be in. Whatever it may be, write it down on that paper. So you got an extra $272 coming in. Where are you putting those funds? Where are they going? Okay, you got an extra $500 a month coming in. How is that changing your life? Write it down and make it real. Make it super real. Okay, you got an extra $932 coming in from your side hustle. What is that going to? How is that changing your life? Now, when you wake up and work your business every day, that's what you're looking at. So when you see this list and these things that you've written down, then you got to tell myself, I got to get out my feelings. I got to stop not working. I got to stop being unresponsive. I got to go. And it has nothing to do with anything but the stuff that I put on this paper. If you're not willing to work to change these things, guess what? Ain't nobody else going to do it. Because if somebody else was going to do it, none of us would be here right now. So be an active, willing participant in changing those things that you put on the paper. And what's so awesome is it'll get bigger. It's like, ooh, I checked that off. Then it's going to be something else you're going to be able to accomplish. And something else you'll be able to accomplish. Right? When I first started my business, my why was like, I had to get out of my in-laws' basement. That was my why. Everything I did was all for that. Like, oh, I'm going hard every day. Every single day I'm going hard in my business. And I was able to accomplish that. And I moved on to the very next thing. So this list that you have, I need you guys to be transparent with it. And when you get off of here, I need you to send a picture of this to your enroller or your mentor. Like for real. Okay, send it. And do not be ashamed of whatever you put on that list, because we're here to support you and to help you get through and get past these things. So whatever you put on that list, text your enroller and share that with them. Like, this is why I need this business to be successful. Okay? We got to get that thick. And so now that you have that in your head, I want you to tell somebody, I want you to say on that paper and affirm and say, there is nothing or no one or any situation that will keep me from doing what I have to do to make the things on this paper happen. Simple. So connect your business to what you want to accomplish, and that's it. Okay? All right. Let me keep everybody muted, and we will do questions here in a bit. All right, so let's move them right on. I had to spend some time here because, you know, a strong why separates the success from non-success. It has to be something solid while you're doing your business. Okay, so now we're going to jump into a few tasks here. Oops, do that. I'm going to jump into a few tasks. The first task is, does everybody have the It Works Office app on their phone? All right. Okay, so everybody has the It Works Office app on their phone and the It Works Wrap app. So you should have the Office app and the Wrap app on your phone. If you don't have it, get on there, raise some pictures, take the games off your phone so you can have the storage to put it on there, okay? Thank you for interacting with me. You can feel free to put in the chat to ask questions and interact and anything. I will pay attention to it. So that's the first thing. You want to have those two. The It Works Office app is so legit, guys. You can put customers in there. Any events that we have will go through there. Any announcements, all of that stuff is like legit. Like you literally can build a business from the palm of your hands. And then the It Works Wrap app is really great because it reminds you when to wrap, it reminds you when to wrap, when to drink your water. But the best thing is it helps you get your very own personal corporate approved photo. Okay, and that's something that we would just have to show at a different time, but it's super simple, and you can do that through the It Works Wrap app. All right, so the second thing is your 4 customers before your kit arrives. All right, 4 customers. Who has just signed in the month of April? Go ahead and drop in the comments if you signed in the month of April. In April, right? Yeah, you signed in the month of April. Drop in the comments if you signed in the month of April. Mary, hey girl. You know me, and we were on the phone together. Where you at, Rosie? You signed this month. Natasha signed at the end of March. Letitia signed at the end of March. Okay, so here's the deal. Write on your paper 4 LCs. 4 LCs. Okay, we'll talk about a couple terms here. LC stands for loyal customer. When you hear us say LC, that means loyal customer. Okay? When you hear us say DT, it means distributor. Depending how you spell it though. All right. So 4 LCs, all of you should have within 72 hours when you sign before your kid arrives. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is payday. So your goal should be to get 4 loyal customers in before tomorrow is over, right? And I'm going to explain to you why you want to get those 4 customers and why it's so important, right? So I'm sure your enroller or your diamond leader is like, girl, when you get your 4 customers, who have you talked to today? Send me some screenshots. What are you doing? They're probably telling you all of that, and you're probably thinking like, why are they on me so hard about these 4 customers? But literally getting those 4 customers unlocks so many things that you can do in this business that they're just like, girl, get these 4 customers knocked out so that I can help you truly, truly, truly unlock this compensation plan. Sorry, I don't know why that's there. All right. So when you get your first, so I'm going to go, here's steps to success. All right. So step 1 is being commission qualified. Okay, which you will also hear referred to as CQ, commission qualified. If this is your first month, like you just signed in April, you're already commission qualified for your first month. If you signed in March, you may look in your eSuite and it may say not commission qualified. Okay, it says that for everybody, so don't think something happened. So there's 2 ways to be commission qualified. Okay. The first way to be commission qualified is to run an 80 BV auto ship. Let me tell you guys what's so exciting about the auto shipment, right? So next to this little thing, I want you to write down like 3 goals, like one to 3 goals that you have as far as your fitness and health. Okay, what are those 1 to 3 goals that you have in your fitness to health? I need you to think of the fitness and the health goals that you have as a part of not only how it will make you feel better, which is most important, but it is a direct way to build your business. It is a direct way to build your business, guys. A direct way. Everybody on this Zoom should be using a particular product every single month. We all should be using a product every single month, right? In our business, we're all about being genuine, right? We don't want to be that person who, I want you to use the product, but I don't use it. You know what I mean? You want to be that person who falls in love with your product. You're getting results from your products, because literally you'll find that as you start to get more results, you're going to find it easier for you to get customers, easier for you to get distributors, easier for you to post on social media, because you're literally just sharing what you're doing. So based on what that goal is, so for instance, if you have a, let's say, for example, you have a weight loss goal. You should be looking at either the fit packs or the results packs for yourself. Okay? Because as you start to transform and as you start to get your own personal results, people will be like, wait a minute, Letitia, something's different about you, girl. Like, what you been doing? Right? And then you're just like, girl, let me tell you. Right? And you're just telling them about your experience just based on a product that you've been using. Right? It may be you want to grow your hair. You may want to clear your skin. You may want to get increased muscle. Whatever it may be, you may just want a fatter stomach. Go after that goal in a big way and let the product help you. And understand that you can turn your results into residual. So everybody on here should have an 80 BV auto ship set up at all times. An ADBV auto ship set up at all times. Do not think of this as some fee that you have. Think of this as a way to not only make sure that you're qualified to be paid in your business, but this time I'm going to get my coin up in my business because I'm going to be using the product and I'm going to be getting results. And when I get results, people are going to want to be a part of what I'm doing. If you work your business and run your business every month and you do the 3 steps, you will make money. You can do this. Okay. So let me tell you what BV stands for. BV is bonus volume. It's the value on a product. Now let me put this disclaimer. Do not leave here and go try to memorize the bonus volume of every product. You just no need. I just want you to know what it means. When you place an order, it will tell you the BV of an order. I just want you to be able to understand what ADBV. ADBV does not necessarily mean $80. ADBV could be $90. It could be $120, just depending on the product that you get. So bonus volume is the value placed on a particular product. It's what we get paid on, okay? So another way that you can be commission qualified is having 150 in PBV. PBV stands for personal bonus volume. So personal bonus volume is your accumulation. It's the sum of all of your LCs, auto ships, and retail customers. All right, that's your PBV. So the 2 ways to be qualified to be paid every month is either run an ADBV auto ship, which is what I highly suggest because you control it and you're making sure you're getting products in your home. And then the second way is to have, or you can have 150 in personal bonus volume. Also, you may see the phrase GV, which is group volume. Group volume would be your PBV, your personal bonus volume, plus your team's personal bonus volume. So a lot of you being new, you probably don't have a team yet. So your personal bonus volume and your group volume equals the same thing. So let's say you had 100 in personal bonus volume, and then your new teammate Melissa has $100 in 100 BV in personal bonus volume. Your group volume would be 200. That's it. Okay, so that is step 1. Step 1 is being commission qualified, getting results. That's what I call step 1, getting the products in my home every month to get results. All of you guys think about the results that you're going to get and go get that product and get that result, and you watch it help your business grow. Okay, so step 2. Step 2. Four LCs is step 2. 4 LCs, okay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I want you guys, if you haven't gotten your first 4 customers or you haven't gotten 4 customers this month, I want you to write hypothetical names there. Who are those people who you can call who may just do anything for you? Who would you call if you were sick? Who would you be if you were going out? Who would you go out to? Who would you invite to your birthday dinner? Who would be at your baby shower? Who are those people? So my first 4 customers was my mom. It was my grandma. It was one of my best friends. And then it was another one of my good friends. Those are my first 4 customers. I was just like you guys. I didn't know very much. I just knew I needed these 4 customers. And so I called them and say, I started this business. I kind of just said what my enroller told me to say. I called them. I went over it with them, and then I signed them up. But I knew that I was not about to be a straggler. I was about to get on the phone, get bold, sign these 4 customers so that I can move on to the next step. So now I'm going to tell you, what's the urgency behind getting these 2 customers, right? So when you get your first 2 customers, you're going to be what we call, I'm going to put it right here. So after you get your first 2 customers, you're going to be what you call fast start qualified. That means you can earn unlimited weekly $100 bonuses. get two loyal customers, and you're fast start qualified. Fast start qualified. 2 customers makes you fast start qualified. I will teach you how to make those, but get your 2 customers and that makes you fast start qualified. In fact, I got a fast start bonus today. I don't know, maybe somebody else is on here who got a fast start bonus. Okay. Also, when you get your 2 customers, you get what we call a wrap reward. A wrap reward gives you the exclusive right as a distributor to get an entire bag of wraps, which is 4 wraps, for $25. Every time you sign 2 customers, you get a bag of wraps for $25. So that's the opportunity for you to make, to profit $75. Okay? This is just from getting 2 customers, plus you get commission on it, which will be paid on the 15th of May. So you get your 2 customers, you become fast start qualified, which gets you that eligibility to earn unlimited weekly $100 bonuses. You get that first wrap reward, which is exclusive to distributors, where you can get an entire bag of wraps for only $25, which is your potential to profit $75. So as a wrap girl or guy, there's no reason why you shouldn't have wraps in your bag all the time. So Saran wrap, Fab wrap, have the wrap tips handy and ready to wrap people wherever you go. You never know where you may meet somebody who you can wrap. It's a quick way to make $25. The wraps that you have in your home is like your own personal ATM. Okay, get the wrap to somebody, make $25. Okay, so now when you get your other 2 customers, so now you got 4 customers. You got 4 customers, so now that means you get another wrap reward. So you had another profit of $75, so that's $150 that you've made. And then also you got your $100 shopping spree. You get your $100 shopping spree where you can go buy gear or products or whatever, wherever you like. You continue to build your commission. And now you're officially you officially can earn the $5,000 bonus. So now y'all see why it's important to go ahead and get these 4 customers out of the way. Because you're eligible for all of these things with getting your 4 customers. 4 LCs, your first 4 customers unlocks this for you. Now, our goal is to do this every month to get at least 4 customers. We can always go beyond the 4 customers, but you should never want to go below it. If you go below it, no, you can't get in trouble, but you started this business to make money, so why go below it, right? Hit the 4 customers or get more, okay? So you get your 4 customers, you're fast start qualified, you get 2 wrap rewards, your $100 shopping spree, you're building your commission, you officially can earn the bonus, all of those things with just 4 customers. So I am challenging all of you to set the deadline to have your 4 customers by tomorrow. Like, you can do it. There's enough support. There's enough videos, there's enough leaders to do calls with you. Like, get the 4 customers, right? Be your own boss and set the deadline for yourself. Like, tomorrow is payday. Tomorrow is Friday. I don't know, people tax checks are starting to roll out. I'm about to get these 4 customers and leave it there. Don't say I don't think I can. Don't say I will try. Say I'm going to get my 4 customers tomorrow, and that's final. All right, so step 3. This is the last step. Step 3 is 3 DTs. Y'all remember DTs means distributor. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're gonna talk about fast start bonuses too. So if you're on here and you have a husband or a special friend, go ahead and sign him. You can make your money right back. Go ahead and sign him. Who cares if he's not gonna work or whatever? If you have the confidence in yourself to get at least 4 customers there, go ahead and get the hubby signed. Okay. I want you to think of another person who can, my second distributor was somebody I went to high school with. She wasn't even someone I talked to on a regular basis, but she's somebody I said was a business with, and she had started with me. And then let's say your auntie. You get your aunt to join your business, okay? Now your hubby comes in, you help him get 1 loyal customer, and then loyal customer number 2, then the second loyal customer, and guess what you got? $100 bonus the following Friday. Boom. Your high school friend, she signed with you. She got 1 LC. Then she got her second LC. And what did you get the following Friday? $100. And then your aunt, she got 1 LC. And then she got LC2. Then what you get? Another $100. So So I'm going to tell you guys, let me see what the calendar is. Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly how you can make $300 within the next 2 weeks. Okay. So make sure you have at least 2 customers. You got your 2 customers in. When you have your 2 customers in, then it makes you eligible for this here. It makes you eligible to earn those fast start bonuses, right? So you're automatically have what it takes. You have the eligibility to earn those $100 bonuses. So get those 2 customers in so you have that eligibility. Now, let's say you want to make $300 within the next. Hey, Jeff, you got a calendar in front of you? Oh, that's not on. Oh. Give you guys some actual dates here. Okay, so next Friday is the the 14th, and then the Friday after is the 20th. Okay, so we're gonna go with, let's say for instance, the 20th, $300 by the 20th. You could totally do it by the 14th. You just would have to have this done by tomorrow. This is okay. So you get those 3 distributors in. How to make $300 by 4/20. Keisha, you can sign an LC as a DT, but they'll no longer count as your loyal customer. You have to replace them. So you sign 3 distributors, and each of those 3 DTs have 2 LCs by, I don't know how my calendar tour, but it toured. And they have 2 LCs by 4/14. Boom. Then on 4/20, or even probably 4/20, you will have $300. Boom. That's how you make $300 by 4/20. Simple. It could be more than that if you wanted to. It could be only 100, but you sign you make sure you have at least 2 customers so you're eligible to earn it. You get the distributor in. The distributor gets their 2 customers, and now they're eligible to earn it, but it got you $100. So every time that happens, it's $100 you can make, but it's in a week period. So let's say you beasted it out. You signed 3 distributors between today and tomorrow, and by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, they have 2 customers apiece. Then next Friday, you'll see the bonus. But you have the power to generate this when and as often as you like. Get the distributors. We're going to talk about getting the distributors, but get the distributors. There's so many ways for you to get paid. So if you're on here and you signed a distributor this week, make sure that distributor gets 2 customers by tomorrow so that you can have $100 next Friday. Now, they need to have their auto ship set up. They're not going to get charged today, but make sure their auto ship is set up. But man, don't have a distributor right now and not get those customers by tomorrow so you can knock out your $100 bonus. Also, don't fix your mouth to say, man, I need some extra money for something. You have a way to make the extra money. You have the way to make the extra money. Just go out and do it. Bug your enrollers. Get into that beginners. Y'all should be dissecting that beginners bootcamp group. Go into the comments. There's videos in there. There's scripts in there. There's post ideas. There's so many resources at your fingertips that if you just use them, you'll have your questions will begin to develop even better, but you'll just know what to do. Okay? Boom. That's how you can do this. I'm telling myself here, I don't know about y'all, but I'm making an extra $300. I got to go to this Dallas boot camp for our conference, our green carpet coming up, and I can use the extra $300 by the 20th. So guess what? I'm going to do the same thing. So I just showed y'all. So don't say y'all can't make money in this business, because you can, and I just showed you. And this is before your commission. This is before your commissions. This is just your weekly fast starts. You want to make an extra $300 by 4/20. You want to sign 3 DTs, and each of those 3 DTs have to have 2 loyal customers by 4/14. You can make it $400. You want it to be $400? What is it? It's 4 DTs. $500, 5 DTs. $100, 1 DT. You control it. You literally have the pen and you make it happen. So make sure y'all take a screenshot, whatever y'all need. So y'all have these notes. Boom. Get this. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. All righty. All right, that was the steps to success. Does that make sense to everybody? The steps to success. So just repeat to yourself, 4 LCs, 3 DTs. 4 LCs, 3 DTs. That's it. And don't forget step 1, get your results, get your products in your home. Get your products in your home. Get your products in your home. 4 LCs, 3 DTs. 4 LCs, 3 DTs. And when you sign somebody, what you gonna tell them to do? 4 LCs, 3 DTs. When you sign somebody else, you tell them 4 LCs, 3 DTs. Don't complicate the business. 4 LCs, 3 DTs. If you're a beast, you can get 8 LCs and 6 DTs. Okay? 4 LCs and 3 DTs is the minimum goal that you want to set for yourself monthly to see your business growing at a healthy rate. All right? All right, moving along. Let's see where we are. Okay, I know where we are. Okay. I want everybody to write down on their piece of paper right now, within the next 10 days, when do you have 2 hours open in your schedule? Just 2 hours. You don't have to travel or anything. Y'all not gonna pretend to me like in the next 10 days y'all ain't got 2 hours, because I'm gonna say, not true. In the next 10 days, I think I read your lips, Adrienne. In the next 10 days, when do you have 2 hours available? Wave your hand when y'all got your date. Okay, cool. That's going to be your launch party date. Somebody said she set me up. That's going to be your launch party date. I do it that way because when I say launch party, people overthink what I'm saying. Because when we hear party, we think caterers, cleaning lady, swag bags, going to the grocery store, cooking appetizers. That's what we think, but that's not what our party is. It's actually more of a rap gathering together. You know what I mean? So don't overthink the process. It can be at your kitchen table. It can be on your living room floor. It could be at your local Starbucks. It could be in your church basement. It can be in your mama's attic, wherever, right? Don't overthink the idea. It's literally like just sitting around the table, tasting a little samples and doing a few things, okay? So that date, I'm going to be expecting. I asked everybody in the money team group who had people coming on. And they're like, me. So I'm going to tell them, hey, I gave them a few things to do. They should be talking to you. So you should be giving this date to your enroller. Do not be afraid. If there's no one there to support you, we will make sure you have the support that you need. Our parties are as easy as reading. If you struggle with reading, then I can't help with that. But I'm pretty sure most of you guys can read. It's very, simple wording. Okay? If we have to do it where we zoom in and support you on a Zoom, we can zoom in, we can FaceTime in. If you live somewhere where there are leaders, if you're a St. Louis area, Atlanta area, man, there's so many places like where there's leaders, the different Chicago area and all those things. There are people who can support you in your party. So y'all got your date. Don't back down. Put it on your calendar. That's your launch party. All right, cool. No more setup questions. Okay, that didn't mean to share that, guys. You guys don't want to see that. About the launch party. Okay. So a couple things. But first, we're going to go into your excitement and letting everybody know that you have this business, right? Let me tell you what happens to people sometimes. Has anybody ever experienced you started your business and you found out a cousin of yours do it too? Or something odd like that, or a friend or somebody new did it? You know why you didn't know? Because they ain't open their mouth enough. They didn't open their mouth enough. They weren't excited about it. And you end up joining somebody else's team. Don't let that be you. Right? Be excited. The people around you should know about your business. How they react, you could do nothing to, but that you should be excited. This also goes back to you using the product and people seeing you use the product. But your mama and cousin, uncle, and them, they should know that you have a business. They should know that you have a business. They should know that you're excited. They should know all things that works comes through you, right? They should know those things. And so don't be the person where they never knew they had one, right? You don't want people to think that, all right? You don't want people to think that. So just get excited that everybody you know, everybody at your job, everybody, I don't get fired, but everybody at your job, everybody in your contact list, if you talk to your neighbors, the girl you're always talking to at the gym, there's no way it should be a girlfriend that you be going out with every weekend and you ain't asked her to be your customer or be on your team or pass out a flyer or something. Like, let everybody know. Be loud and proud. Okay? Quiet rap girls and guys get quiet checks. That's that. Loud rap girls and guys get loud checks. The louder I got, the bigger my check got. Be excited and be proud, like, about what you got. Do something with it every single day. Do something with it every single day. Even if you feel like you're failing at it, like, fail all the way to the top, all the way there, right? How is somebody else going to be excited about something you're not excited about? Just be loud, right? Just be loud about what it is that you have. And you really have to think in your mind, like, man, I am a business owner. Like, you have a real true 1099 tax form. Look up 1099. That's a tax form that a business owner has. You're a real true business owner. Okay? Let me look at these comments a little bit, make sure I'm not missing. Mary, you will get Blitz cards in your kit, but also if you log into your eSuite and you click orders, and then you can go to like print promo and you can get business cards and things of that nature through your eSuite. But you will get Blitz cards in your kit. I'll show you. They're cute too. You'll get Blitz cards in your kit. So what I do is I just use the address label because they will come blank. So I just use the address label, and there is actually once you all graduate out of the beginners bootcamp group, I actually have a template in there where you can use the template that I have and then just replace it with your information. So I just have me and my husband's name, our phone number, and then our website on there. But they're so cute. These are our Blitz cards. They come like that. You can order like regular business size cards. You just have to make sure you order them off eSuite so that all of our branding stays consistent. You don't want to go like on Vistaprint or anything like that. Just get them from your eSuite so they can be the proper branding. It's a great question. Shout out to Elise, has a rap party on Sunday. Girl, you in St. Louis, it's just a little snow angel. Listen to be like inches on inches. Don't let the snow stop you, girl. Okay, so personal development. I'm going to paint like a little picture for you guys. Have you guys everybody know like Mike Tyson or MC Hammer? You guys know those guys? Yeah. She's like, Mary, like, duh, yeah, we know who they are. Do you know, like, they had millions and millions of dollars and still managed to go broke? Isn't that crazy? Like, how could you once have had like $100 million in your hand and you broke? Let me tell you what it is. It's the lack of personal development. It's when your mind has not grown to where your life has grown. Your life has exceeded your personal development, right? It's exceeded your personal development. And it's not always with money. It's just exceeded it, right? So when I think about me and Triple Diamond and 100 people on your team that you have to be able to lead and pour into, right? My mind had to get to the place where I could handle that. My mind has to get there, right? Yes, I want to be a millionaire. You have to ask yourself, we all think we know what we would do if somebody handed us $1 million check. But most of us don't have the mind to even be there to be able to maximize on something like that. So one thing that we will be telling you guys all the time is you have got to personally develop. You should be reading something every single month. Leaders, hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay, so leaders read, and you ever heard the term that rich people have bigger libraries and smaller TVs? I'm not telling you guys not to watch TV or anything, well, sort of. But I'm not telling you guys that, right? But reading can take you to another level because it allows you to experience something without actually having to be in the moment experiencing it, right? Like I can read a book, and then when that situation approaches my life, I'm like, I read this in this book, and yep, I already know what you're trying to do, and I'm prepared for this situation, right? And it just helps my mind. So, of course, I think that spiritual development is definitely top priority. That's how I start my morning, in the top of the morning, with prayer, a great podcast, or on YouTube, finding, and that's the great thing about now, is like everything is at our fingertips, right? Finding that person, everybody loves Stephen Furtick. Of course, I love my personal pastor, Mike Darnell, Michael Todd, TD Jakes. Just find something that you can be poured into every single day, right? Because when you can fill your cup every single day, when all that crazy stuff starts to happen in life, you feel like you just dodging bullets, because I already done put my cup, I done filled my cup over to the top, and you're not going to steal my joy today, right? That's how you keep a smile on your face. Okay, so spiritual and personal development. So there's 2 books that you guys should be reading first. 2 books. You can get both of these books on Amazon, probably $20 together. Okay, the first book is called GoPro by Eric Worre. Worre spelled Worre. It's called GoPro. The second book is called, and the second book is more for women, it's called Get Over Your Damn Self. Okay, and that's by Rami, R-A-M-I, or R-O-M-I, Newst. You'll see it. Newst is like N-D-U-E-S-T, Rami Newst. You can get both of these on Amazon. Go ahead and order those. Here, oh, she got it. Adrian has it. That's it. It's straight, no chaser. That's it. Exactly. Thank you. So get that book. And here's the key, though. When you get it, you got to read it. Ordering it is in one step. It's like, oh, I don't order the book. It's cute. And it just sits there. Get it, read it. And here's my best practice, right? Especially a book like that. I read a chapter, and then I say, how can I take what I learned in this chapter and go and act on it? How can I go and act on these things? Especially with books like GoPro and Get Over Your Damn Self, where they're books that they teach you how to run your business. So you're like, okay, I read this chapter. Now I need to go translate this into work in my business. Right. Audiobooks are great. One thing I will say about when reading GoPro and Get Over Your Damn Self, an audiobook, audiobooks are so great, but sometimes you want to make sure that you are in a place where you can take notes, because there's so much great content in those. So make sure you guys get those books. And after you get done with those books, a couple other titles that I think are really great. You're a Badass is a great title. Let's see here. So many great books. I'm trying to think will be great for you guys. The Compound Effect is a really great book. But you just find the areas of your life where you feel like there's opportunity, right? And then you find a book. So I'm going to read this month, Moms Mean Business, because right now my opportunity is just my balance between being a full-time entrepreneur and being a mom. I know that's my area of opportunity, so that's what I'm going to read on. Maybe confidence is your area of opportunity, time management, communication, assertiveness, or whatever it may be. You find those areas where you can use some opportunity, right? And you find a book that will help with that. And it's an ongoing thing. You will never be, if you ever think that you've got to the point where you are developed all the way, right? So you probably need to read a book about keeping it real with yourself. We always have the opportunity to be a student for life, right? Always have the opportunity to be a student for life. Just be a student for life, and there's always something that can be important to you, and always remember that, okay? Also on YouTube, our personal leader, Rachel Wiggum, she does have a, let me do that. Our personal leader, Rachel Wiggum, she does have a YouTube page. If you have it, I guess I can put it in the chat. Definitely go subscribe to her page. There's tons of videos on there. One thing about YouTube, I like to say, is you watch 1 or 2 videos and then get out of there. It's very easy to have YouTube on like autoplay, and it's like 6 hours later. It's like, did I really just watch all these videos? Right? It's another thing. You want to watch them and then you want to leave and say, how am I going to integrate these things into my business? Right? But there's, like, again, there's so much content out there for you guys to be successful. Just use the content, right? Use the content. Everybody giving up all their juices on how they make millions of dollars. Like, just take it all in. Take it all in. Don't try to invent your own wheel and be fancy. Just take it in and duplicate. Okay? Let's see here. So, all right, we talked about the auto shipment, the training in your eSuite. Make sure you go through that. In your office app, that will give you the information on the corporate calls every week. So make sure you're in the know about that. As far as compensation, hey, the first thing in your document library in eSuite, in your eOffice, if you click document library, search compensation plan. Y'all, I wouldn't necessarily try to read the entire thing right now, but I would read the first 5 pages. I would read the first 5 pages, but y'all want to know how to get y'all coin. Like, y'all want to know how to get y'all coin. So print the document. It's like 30 pages, but print it. And then you're like, oh my gosh, you're going to read it. You like, Jesus, I'm going to be rich. Right? You're going to get so excited, right? So the compensation plan you can find in the document library, but definitely pages 1 through 5. I would probably read that now and understand that. If you can't print it right now, you should be able to read it from your phone or from your computer. So don't let your lack of technology keep you from doing anything. Just do the next thing, okay? So we do get paid preliminary commissions. What preliminary commissions are is it's a snapshot of what your commissions will look like on the 15th of the month. So April 8th, for those of you who worked all through March, April 8th, you'll get a snapshot of what your preliminary commissions will be. And let me tell you, my first commission check was like $60, which you would have thought it was like 600,000. I was so excited, like, oh my God, I was posting on social media. And I just called a couple of people and I didn't got paid. I was so excited, right? I was so excited, but I also knew, like, man, I have the steps to keep this from growing, to keep this growing. It started at $60, but like now it's like, oh, like, you're balling, you know what I mean? So it's just like amazing. Like, just keep going and keep doing these steps, and you'll keep seeing these increases. And just don't ever stop. Don't stop and work every day. Trust me. Okay. But we get paid on the 15th of every single month. Of course, the Fast Start bonuses are paid out weekly. And so how you will be paid is, so the first time that you're paid, Maya Works Pay is going to send you an email. Okay. They're going to send you an email. You're going to take that email and you're going to set up an account with Pay Portal. And your Pay Portal is where they will distribute or deposit the money. And from there, you can decide where you want your money to go. It can go on an It Debit card, a savings checking. You can split it up however you want to. So don't worry about how you're going to get paid until you do something to get paid. I promise you, you will get paid. So all of you guys, I've taught everybody on here how to get a Fast Start bonus. So by the 20th of April, all of y'all should at least be getting $100. Because I taught everybody how to do it. Everybody. All of y'all. So there's nobody on this Zoom that shouldn't get at least $100 by the 20th. And that's not even counting the rack cash you can get. All of you should have a Fast Start bonus by 4/20. All of you should have a Fast Start bonus because I just taught y'all how to do it. And if you don't do it, that's leaving money on the table. Okay? All righty. So a hundreds list. Who started the hundreds list? The GK. Rosie. Okay. Y'all start a hundreds list. Okay. So what you want to do to get your hundreds list started, and this should be something that's revolving, like it should be growing. Okay. So start with writing 25 names down a day. And in 4 days, you'll have a hundreds list. That's it, right? Do not convince yourself that y'all don't know people. Your hundreds list does not have to be people that you sit down and sing Kumbaya with and go to dinner with every day. These can be people from high school. These can be people from your old job. These can be Facebook friends who you like their pictures all the time, but you guys never even really talk. These can be coworkers. These can be neighbors. These can be, clients. All of these things. Jog your memory. People need your product. People need your opportunity. They're not going to come to you. You're not Walmart. People don't know they need your products until you present it to them. You don't know the problems that people have until they open up to you about them. And when you have a solution, people will open up about them. You have a way to help people make money, to get out of situations. You have a way to help people lose weight, which deals with confidence. You have people to help them grow their hair, to clear their skin, to lower their blood pressure, to have more energy, to be less stressed. Like, you are able to offer a lot of solutions to a lot of different people, but they won't know until you open your mouth. Okay? Like, y'all got the juice. Like, you got to know that. And that's how you want to walk around like, I got something, really have something for you, but having that confidence. Like, I have something for you. You got to let me share it with you. Okay? All right. So at the end of this here, at the end of the game plan checklist, this is why you want to have this checklist printed. On this checklist, it gives you sample scripts on how to prospect distributors and how to prospect loyal customers. Here's what I want to say about scripts, guys. Do not get fancy and go by the process, right? Send the screenshots to your enroller, your diamond leader. Get your diamond leaders on the phone with you to do 3-way calls. Don't try to do this all yourself, right? It's a part of the culture of our business, a part of the culture of our team for us to be there to help you do it. If you feel like you've gone in the corner and tried to build this thing on your own, that's why you're struggling. Don't do that. Bug people. Hey, Keisha, it's me again. People that's on my team. Hey, girl, it's me again. I got a question. I got a screenshot for you. Hey, girl, can you take this phone call with me? Hey, girl, I need an idea what to post. Hey, what would you say to this? Hey, what would you do to this? Right? Get the help that you need. Sometimes the person who wins the most has the most help. Think about the teams who win championships. They win because they have the most help, not because they're the star player. It's because they have the most help. Be open to the help, and sometimes your leader doesn't know that you need help if you don't ask. Right? It's hard for me, just me personally, to ask 100 people if they need help. Not that I'm not willing to help 100 people, but typically I'll give the most help to the ones who ask for the most help, because it's apparent that they want to receive what I have. Get the help. Ask for the help. Listen, you tell your role, like, listen, I need you to help me make $500 this month. Help me. What's next? Within the next 2 months, I need to know how to make this a month. Say it. But then when you say it, you have to be open to the response. And then when the response is getting, you have to act on it and do something. All right? Be open to it. Be open to the push. Be open to the accountability. Be open to all of those things, right? The best way to be unsuccessful is to get all up in your feelings. I learned that the hard way. Right? And so it's just like, I'm going to be open to all of that. I'm going to be open to somebody pushing me hard. I'm going to be open to somebody pushing me to deadlines and goals that I like, girl, this girl crazy. She's talking about having 2 distributors to buy them all. Right? Let somebody push you to do that. Right? We all have that feeling of wanting to be able to be successful, even beyond the money, but wanting to be able to be the greatest at something, to make it to the top of something. Y'all can't tell me y'all never had that feeling. Have you ever had that feeling of just like, I want to be extremely successful at something? Or is it just me? Okay, not just me. People who are extremely successful at things, they work the hardest. They get the most help. They hold themselves the most accountable. That's just true. If you want to be so successful, be successful. That's it. It's the work. It's the work, because when people are successful, we only get to see the success, but we don't see everything that happened in between, all the work that was put in, right? All the work that was put in. We want the victory without the war, right? Don't be that person. Like, it's worth it, guys. It's worth it. Okay. If you couldn't make $1 million working your job for 6 years, do not expect to work this business for 6 months and be a millionaire. And if you're not a millionaire, you're like, ooh, this business don't work. Bro, you've been on your job for 88 years and they still only pay you $10 an hour. You're still there, right? You have to think like that, right? Know that this business can do big things for you in whatever time period that you want to do it. You just got to stick it out. You got to go. You got to stick it out, okay? So we're going to take a few questions because it's getting late. Do not be afraid. So what you have to do, if you're on your phone, tap your screen. It'll say mute. You have to unmute yourself. You have to unmute yourself. So go ahead and shoot. Yeah, baby. That's right, Elise. Or you can write in the comments. Come on, y'all. I'm ready. Questions, questions, questions. Now, y'all know I'll call people out. You can't unmute yourself, Rosie? All right, I got it. Let me find you. There you go. Go ahead.
What's the terminology you need to use to get people to persuade them to like get them hooked?
Okay, to get them ready to close this, to get them to become a customer.
Yeah, because they're ready, they're excited, and then they'll be like, I'm gonna think about it.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Well, first is like we never want to feel like we have to persuade somebody, but the best thing is to get somebody on the phone.
Okay.
Get them on the phone. You know, it's so old-fashioned, but it works. When you get somebody on the phone, they can hear your voice, you can hear their voice, but they say, let me think about it. You say, great, I'm going to call you on Friday. You set up a follow-up time, right? Because for most people, it takes multiple exposures for them to, so don't be afraid. Don't be surprised when people don't say yes right away. On average, it takes about 7 exposures for a person to say yes. So that means you have to offer the exposures, right? So if you're telling somebody about the It Works system, have you posted about the system on your wall? Have you followed up with them, right? So it just takes multiple exposures. So tomorrow is Friday. You should be following up with everybody.
Okay.
People swipe that debit card like crazy on Fridays.
True.
Feeling themselves on Friday. All right. And so that's what you want to do. When a person say, never let a person say, you get back to me. Say, okay, great. I'm going to give you a call back at like Friday at 3:00.
Okay.
That's a good number for you. I want to send you my catalog or something of that nature. And so most people will say, I'll think about it as typically, AKA, I ain't got the money today.
Okay.
Most adults don't want to say that. So it's up to us to continue to follow up.
Okay.
I follow up with the person like every Friday unless they tell me, girl, stop inboxing me.
Okay. Is it okay for you to give them your website? Because I know you said you personally don't like doing that.
I don't. Let me tell you why I don't give my website out. A couple reasons. First reason I don't give my website out is because I'm the expert and I want to order for you, right? The second reason I don't want to give my website out, there's 3 ways you can order. You can order as a retail, which they're paying the more expensive price. You can order as a loyal customer who's paying a membership fee. Then you go order as a loyal customer that's setting up the auto ship, which we want the third option.
Yeah.
If they go in and order incorrectly, guess who's got to fix all the errors? We do.
Okay.
Also, you get somebody on your website, they're like, I'm going to order, and it's going to be 88 days later, and they still didn't order. I'm going to order instead of, hey, can I go ahead and give you a call, and I'll go ahead and place your order. You got to be confident when you're saying that, because even think of this as an example. Hold on, guys. Think of this as an example. How often will you call and pay a bill over the phone, and you don't even ask who on the other side of the phone? You done gave them the last 4 of your social security number, your mama's maiden name, your whole credit card, your kids' school, and you didn't think twice.
Yeah. It's
because of the confidence that they have. Like, I take cards all day, lady. Right? So people will give you you rarely have that person who's like, I don't want to give you my card. Rarely. But for the most part, I can say, hey, I can call you in 10 minutes and I can go ahead and place your order for you.
Okay.
If you can't talk, you can go ahead and text me your information.
Okay.
Right? You see the level of confidence, but if we, just tell them that.
Okay.
Right? If you feel it, you can say, and if they say they want to order myself, great, I'm going to give you a call, then I can walk you through the process of ordering from our website. So usually I would say, hey, I want to make sure you can get the discount, so let me give you a call. They're like, oh, discount? Go ahead and call me.
True. Okay. You're right.
Get the discount, so let me do it for you. Yeah. So y'all don't be just sending your website out. It's pointless. Sending your website out to people. Listen, a furniture store can send you their website right now. You not finna go buy their furniture.
Yeah, you got a point.
But, right. It's just a website. Yeah, they may go look at it. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Makes sense? That was a great question. Thank you. Okay. A few more questions. Couple more questions. Y'all good. Y'all tight. Y'all know everything. Y'all ready to get these 4 customers by tomorrow? You muted, Adrian. Oh, you know what? You got to ask my permission to unmute yourself. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that where I muted y'all and then didn't give y'all permission to mute yourself back. Hold on. Let me fix it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm not really a controlling person like that. I just wanted you guys to be able to hear me.
I probably talk to you 10 minutes long.
Hello.
Hello.
What happened?
Hello.
Keisha?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So,
Okay. No, the only thing I was just saying was that, right now with me still being LC, that's the only reason why I'm not. Otherwise, if I was a DT, yes, I would be working, making sure that I'm getting that 4th one before that 24 hours is up.
right. What you waiting on to become a DT?
I just rejoined
Okay. As a loyal customer or
as a lawyer.
you can upgrade at any time.
I tried to, it wouldn't let me.
Did you tell Rachel?
Oh, yeah, the lady said May the 31st.
Who's that lady? Hold on.
Her business account manager.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. So you're ready.
Brianna, Brenda.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So
A GK
that is accurate.
I believe so. I don't know the entire situation, but I'll talk to Rachel and see. But I believe so. Just depending on if you were once a distributor, yes, there may be a time period in between it.
Yeah, I was. I actually had. I think I had a lapse in my DT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. That makes sense. Well, we can't wait to really welcome you, girl.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, you have a question? I think you were unmute yourself again.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
No, I don't have a question. I just was responding saying like, yeah, I'm gonna get the 4 customers tomorrow.
Love it. Renee, were you about to ask a question?
Yes. I was wanting to ask as far as loyal customers and when their 90 days expires or when their does that automatically stop or does the customer have to stop it?
No, you have to go in. You want to go and stop it, but what you want your conversation to look like with that loyal customer is see what the next steps can be, right? Because it's beneficial for them to keep ordering because after a year, they get like $150 shopping spree. So you just want to ask him like, how are the results? What happened? Did you take before and after pictures to see if there's some next steps or some other options for them to get better results or increase their results and things of that nature? But you'll have to physically go in and cancel their auto shipment. Either through the loyal customer account or calling customer service.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good question. All right, 2 more questions.
Natasha has a question.
Tasha, hey girl.
Hi. How is it possible that my husband can be a distributor under me, but he can't be a loyal customer.
Because you guys have the same address. And so what would happen is if people would just making up loyal customers at their same address if they could do that. So he could be a loyal customer, he just won't count towards your loyal customer count, like towards your shopping spree, so it's just not beneficial to count it. But as far as a business partner, it's because he's building a business with you. So it's just the rule.
Yeah, okay.
But it's really just like, it's just coming out of your house. If he wants product, you can just order it from your back end. But it's more beneficial for you to sign your husband as a distributor. Get him customers, and that's $100.
All right.
Another shopping spree that you can earn. So I would, even if he's not going to work it, I would sign your husband. And once your husband gets 2 customers, that's for everybody on here who's got spouses or special friends or whatever. You sign them up, right? Whether they're going to work or not. When they get 2 customers, you're going to make your $100 back. And so from there, you just work that box just like it's your own, but now you're team checks. You're getting 2 checks in your house.
Okay.
So it's more beneficial for you to sign them up as a distributor.
All right.
I have a question.
Who's that?
Mary.
Mary.
So I actually signed my dad up to be a loyal customer today, and he has the same address as me because he's living with me right now. And it didn't, like, the system didn't kick me out or say anything wrong or whatever. It just it went through. So you're saying that it won't count, or?
So if he has the same, is his billing address the same as yours? So what would happen is it counted towards like your volume. It increased your volume, but it didn't like. So you wouldn't technically be considered fast star qualified because you just have one loyal customer volume. So in order for a loyal customer to be qualified, they have to have a different address than you, and it has to be at least 25 dB. So it did not benefit you. It benefits your commission, but this doesn't benefit you going towards your shopping spree.
Okay.
Yeah. You good, though, because you're going to get 3 more. Not a big deal.
Right.
Okay, one more question.
Angel,
Keisha,
Angel.
Hey, girl.
Hello. Okay, first question is, like, how do you, like, for somebody not to respond, but they don't see it, like I was saying the other day, like, how do you approach them if they did not respond? I mean, if they did not see it, do you still continue to write them, or?
I usually will write the ball like, hey, boo, take your inbox. That's it. Because some people may not check their messenger. And she may say, oh, I'll check my messenger. And then be like, okay, cool, text me.
Okay.
Because that's really our only way to know. Because she may not have messenger. And if she don't have messenger, then, she can't check the notification.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what All right, so y'all good?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Hey, Kimberly. You finna promote this month. You finna get a fast star bonus next week because she's going to get 2 customers by tomorrow between both of y'all. Y'all customers, and that's a bonus for you. All right. I'll let y'all go. End your night on a win. All of those things that we did, your whys, that date, in the picture roller.
Wait, Keisha.
Yeah.
The first screen that you shared with us, it was like the agenda for the meeting, but it had at the top, I needed to take a screenshot. I was trying to take a screenshot and I couldn't. Can you go back to that?
Yeah.
No, the other one. The black and white one.
Is that Elise?
Yes, that's Elise.
Check your email. You got this.
I know, but it's different when it's in the Zoom.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, scroll to the top of that one. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, welcome. All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much. We'll be here again next Thursday. If you need to get on Newbie Training next Thursday, there is a grind session. For all of you guys who graduated out of the beginners this weekend and be on and moved up to the other group. So Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.